Good evening, all. So today, we will talk about a very interesting topic. It's about liberating women, and it's a very interesting topic because sometimes it makes a lot of controversy. So let's start. Why we need to liberate women, and why do we choose the term liberate? And liberate might mean freeing someone from slavery, and I think this is an excessive term to be used in our current communities. However, I think it can be used as a breaching term, as a way for looking to the future. Liberating women, I believe in liberating women in a context. I believe in liberating women as a mean to create a stronger individual, to create a stronger families. And there are some communities that are based on families, and other communities that are based on individuals. And I think for our region, for the Middle East, it can be different. But for the current era in history, we would see a community, a much stronger community that is based on families. And I don't mean extended families as much as I mean the nucleus family. So how liberating women can create a stronger individual and a stronger community. And here I need to just emphasize on two ways of talking about liberating women. Some people talk about liberating women in the form that it's time to liberate women, it's time to remove aggressiveness against women, it's time to change the current mental capabilities of our women, or it's time to educate them more, it's time to make them look, it's time to give them their full rights, and some of their rights they really deserve. And they talk about it in a way that it's time actually that sometimes give the individual a feeling that it's time that you drop all of your ethics. It's time not to think about your morals. It's time not to think about your community, and it's time to think for yourself. I think this is sometimes a very excessive view. However, the other way of talking about it, that some people say liberating women is about dancing, is about clothes, is about how women wear, how women look like, how the choices, what partners they choose, sex outside marriage. And yes, this is, I think it's wrong. Liberating women, it's about bringing stronger individuals to our community, bringing a community that can think for itself, bringing a stronger family and building stronger families. Liberating, and I think the term liberating, I think we need to liberate women from the choices of their parents, or the choices that are imposed on them by their society, that is sometimes make them a weaker individual. One of these is the ability to travel. Other one is the ability to take citizenship. Another one is the ability to choose your partner, and maybe ability to quit a particular relationship. Yes, definitely these kind of things. It's about building a stronger individual. Maybe I am not how we can do this, how we can strengthen our women, strengthen these individuals within our community, strengthen our families. I think we need a lot of education, but I think we need a lot of contribution outside this education. I think women deserve a place where they can talk about any kind of any kind of any kind of violent behavior that have been they have been subjected to. They deserve the ability to make a proper conversation, to conduct a proper conversation with anyone, and to be able to take a decision on behalf of their family, or at least a shared decision on behalf of their family. I think they have the right to spend their money in the way they think it should be spent. And I think also they have the right to, let me say, to take higher ranking in leaderships. But however, they should deserve that. And I want to just emphasize on a particular point that in many cases, I do not see much contribution to women as much as men. And I think we need to overcome this mentality and the challenge that is about creating role models, showing that there is a way, showing that there is something beyond beyond what others are imposing on you. And it's time that you stand up, and it's time that you start making achievements, and it's time that you strengthen your individuality and strengthen yourself to become a stronger individual. So Liberating women in a context is about creating stronger families and creating stronger individuals. If by any chance this is not happening, then we are creating a weaker society. And if we are creating a weaker society, then we are creating a society that cannot stand in the 21st century, a society that can be easily broken, a society that can lead to social fragmentation, and what we need is social cohesion. That was my talk about liberating women. There are a lot of issues that comes under this topic, a lot of rights, a lot of challenges, a lot of struggles, but it's about women who can choose their own right and who can strengthen themselves. That has been said, and that's my talk for tonight. We'll see you tomorrow, and maybe we'll see you today. I'll do 3 talks today. That's the first one. So have a good evening. Take care. Take.